God says, this message is for you. Do not look away, do not delay, do not skip these words, for this is your last chance. Archangel Michael cries out, his voice trembling, his wings heavy with sorrow, because you are blind to what happened last night. While the world slept, while others carried on unaware, something shifted, something was exposed, something was revealed in the silence of the night, and yet you did not see. Heaven wept because your eyes were covered, but I, the Lord, open them now. I am peeling back the veil. I am removing the blindness. This is your moment, your last chance to know the hidden truth that has been withheld from you. Do not take this lightly. I am begging you, child, because time is not patient, and destiny does not wait for those who hesitate. Michael stood over you in the night, calling your name, crying your name, weeping because you did not sense what took place. The enemy crept close. The betrayer you once trusted moved in shadows. Words were spoken against you. Plots were whispered. Knives of jealousy were sharpened in the dark. They thought you would never find out. They thought they succeeded. But I saw it all, and Michael saw it all, and heaven is thundering with urgency because I will not let you walk blind any longer. You think nothing happened last night, but the truth is everything shifted last night. Someone revealed themselves for who they truly are. Someone who smiles in your face showed their fangs in the dark. Someone who pretends to love you poured poison into the ground. And you, my chosen one, were left blind to it. That is why this message comes like fire. That is why Michael cries. That is why I, the Lord, am calling you. Open now quickly, for this is your last chance to know the hidden truth. Do not dismiss these words. Do not brush them off like wind. This is not a casual message, this is a divine alarm. I am shouting into your soul. The enemy wanted you to stay blind forever. They wanted you to never know what happened last night. They wanted you to keep trusting, keep walking with snakes in your shadow, keep eating at the table of betrayal. But I, the Lord, say no more. I rip the mask off the pretender. I tear down the walls of deception. I shake the ground until the truth rises to the surface. Do not fear the pain of knowing. Fear the pain of staying blind. The pain of betrayal cuts deep, but the pain of ignorance destroys destiny. That is why I cry through these words, open quickly, child, for this is your last chance. Michael has been stationed by your side. He did not sleep last night. He wrestled. He fought. He cried. He pushed back what was coming against you. His sword was drawn, his armor was blazing, but your heart was still blind to the war that unfolded over you. That is why he is crying even now, because you still do not fully grasp the danger you were in, the attack that was aimed at you, the trap that was laid beneath your feet. You think you woke up to another ordinary day, but I tell you the truth, last night was not ordinary. Last night a covenant was broken. Last night a secret was revealed. Last night a door was shut in the spirit. Last night the scales tipped, and heaven had to intervene to keep you alive, to keep you chosen, to keep your destiny from being stolen. You owe your breath this morning to the fact that Michael did not give up, that heaven stood guard, that I said, "Not my child. Not this one. Not today." But here is the truth: your ignorance cannot protect you anymore. Your blindness cannot shield you. If you continue not to see, you will walk willingly into the trap your enemy has designed. That is why this is your last chance. You must open your eyes now. You must hear my words now. You must let the truth pierce you now, even if it breaks your heart, even if it shakes your trust, even if it makes you cry. Because tears of truth will cleanse you, but blindness will bury you. I am not here to comfort you with lies. I am here to save you with truth. You have one last chance to receive it. Child, the person you trusted the most is not who they claim to be. The one you thought was loyal has a double tongue. The one who embraced you smiled while their heart cursed you. Last night they revealed themselves in the spirit. They showed their hand, and Michael saw it. He saw their heart dripping with envy, their lips stained with deceit. And yet you still believe their act, you still accept their mask. That is why you are blind. That is why heaven weeps. Because you keep clinging to someone who is the knife in your back. And I, the Lord, love you too much to let you stay bound. This is your last chance. Let go. Open your eyes. See who they truly are. Hear my warning before it is too late. Do not say, "Lord, maybe later." Lord, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised. Delay is disobedience. Every moment you ignore my warning, the enemy grows stronger. Every second you cling to false love, you starve the true love I have prepared for you. Every breath wasted in denial is a breath stolen from your destiny. This is why I say, last chance. Last night the hidden truth screamed in heaven's courts, and today I bring it to your doorstep. Receive it, or lose everything. The choice is yours. But I beg you, do not skip this. Do not play with this. Do not harden your heart. My tears are in these words. My fire is in these words. My hand is reaching through these words. Archangel Michael is still at your side. Even now he chants your name, his voice trembling, "Child, wake up. Child, listen. Child, open your eyes." He knows what you don't. He saw what you didn't. And he will not stop crying until you finally understand. Last night changed everything. God says, I continue, because you still do not understand how deep this truth runs. Do not think this is just another message. This is not repetition. This is not ordinary. This is life or death. Heaven is crying, the angels are on their knees, Archangel Michael's tears are heavy because you are the only one who has not yet seen. Everyone in heaven knows what happened last night, every angel knows the secret that was exposed, every demon trembles because they were caught, every whisper in the dark was recorded in my book. You, child, are the only one left blind to it. But blindness cannot remain. I am tearing it off you now. I am shaking you awake. I am calling with thunder, this is your last chance. Last night, the one you trusted most thought no one was watching. They thought they could pour their words out in secret. They thought their curse against you would never echo into the heavens. They said things in the dark that stabbed deeper than any knife. They spoke betrayal. They spoke jealousy. They spoke death over your destiny. And they thought I, the Lord, would not hear. But I heard every word. I saw every gesture. I felt the poison rise. And I marked it down. Child, do not think this is small. Do not think this is just words. Words are seeds. Words are weapons. Words are daggers. What was spoken last night was not careless. It was intentional. It was targeted. It was against you. Michael cried because he stood between you and the curse. He blocked it. He caught it. He shattered it before it touched you. That is why you woke up this morning still alive. That is why your heart still beats. That is why your destiny is not buried under the weight of their lies. But Michael cannot fight your blindness. He can defend your life, but he cannot force your eyes open. That is why I, the Lord, am pleading, see it now. Hear it now. Believe it now. Do not go back to ignorance. Do not keep pretending that person loves you when their heart has already turned cold. Do not let your loyalty bind you to someone who has chained themselves to the enemy's whispers. Child, the betrayal was closer than you think. It was not a stranger. It was not a distant enemy. It was someone in your circle. Someone who sits near you. Someone who pretends to care. Someone who knows your secrets, who knows your weaknesses, who knows the depth of your trust. That is why the wound cuts so deep, because betrayal never comes from the outside, it comes from the inside. Judas was not a stranger, he was at the table. Delilah was not far, she was in Samson's arms. Do you understand now? Last night, your Judas revealed himself. Last night, your Delilah showed her hand. And Michael cried because you did not see it. I say to you, this is your last chance to break away. Do not cling to them another day. Do not give them the chance to bury your destiny. Do not excuse their behavior. Do not cover for their words. Stop saying, maybe they didn't mean it. Stop saying, they are still good to me sometimes. I see the whole heart. I see what you cannot see. And I say to you plainly, they are not for you. They are against you. They are poison wrapped in sugar. They are wolves wrapped in sheep's wool. They are daggers wrapped in a smile. My child, if you refuse to accept this truth, you will walk into destruction with your eyes wide shut. And when you fall, when the pain consumes you, you will remember that I warned you. Michael is still weeping. He weeps because heaven has done all it can to protect you, but you must choose to believe. You must choose to obey. You must choose to open your eyes. Last night they showed who they really are, and you missed it. But I, the Lord, replay it before you now. I reveal it to your spirit now. I whisper into your ears, remember their sudden distance, remember their sharpness, remember the strange silence in their tone. That was not coincidence. That was not nothing. That was the sign. That was the truth hidden in plain sight. And here is the greater truth: if you walk away, I will restore you. If you let go of the one who betrayed, I will place true love, true loyalty, true friendship in your life. If you release what is false, I will flood you with what is real. But if you cling to the poison, you will keep drinking death slowly. You will wonder why your spirit feels heavy, why your peace keeps breaking, why your blessings feel delayed. It will all be because you refused to accept the truth when I screamed it before you. Do not let that be your story. This is your last chance. Child, listen, do not harden your heart. Do not say, Lord, this is too much for me. You are stronger than you know. I made you stronger than the betrayal. I built you for victory, not for destruction. You do not need their false love to survive. You do not need their mask to feel secure. You need me, and I will fill the space they leave behind. You will not be empty. You will not be abandoned. You will be restored. But only if you obey. Only if you finally see. Only if you finally let go. Michael is crying still. He says your name over and over. He says, child, don't let them fool you again. Child, don't walk back into the arms that plan your downfall. Child, don't ignore the truth. His tears are not weakness. His tears are warfare. He weeps because he knows how much you mean to heaven, how chosen you are, how dangerous you are to hell's kingdom. And he knows that your blindness is the enemy's greatest weapon against you. That is why he cries. That is why he shouts. That is why this message has reached you. God says, I will not repeat this again. This is your final warning. This is your last chance. God says, child, I continue because your heart is still trembling between two choices. Do not drift, do not wander, do not let your mind run away from what I am speaking now. My voice is heavy, my tears are in these words, my urgency is like thunder because this is not something you can afford to treat lightly. The truth of last night is pressing into this very moment. Heaven has already decided your rescue, but you must decide your response. Do not wait. Do not turn away. I am holding you in this word because this is your last chance. Listen to me. You thought last night was ordinary, but I tell you, it was not. In the unseen realm, in the places your eyes cannot reach, the enemy tried to write a contract against your destiny. They thought the darkness of night would hide them, but the light of heaven exposed everything. They whispered curses, they spoke against you, they tried to lock doors that I had opened. They wanted to bury your name, to silence your voice, to erase your place in the world. But my hand struck the pen out of their hand. My light burned their words to ash. Michael's sword cut through the chain they were building. Heaven stood against it. Yet you remain unaware of the seriousness of what was attempted against you. That is why I cry through these words. You must know, you must open, you must understand that you are in the center of a battle far greater than you can see. The truth is this: the one you trusted was not only speaking against you, they were aligning with your enemy. They were nodding in agreement with the very forces that want to see you destroyed. They played both sides. To your face, they pretended to love you, but in the dark, they partnered with those who hate you. Michael saw it. He saw their shadow lean toward the serpent. He saw their heart bow to jealousy. He saw their lips agree with lies. He saw the pact made in silence. And heaven wept. Do you understand the weight of this? You were sharing your table with someone who was secretly eating with your enemy. You were giving trust to someone who was feeding your betrayer. You were pouring your love into someone who poured poison behind your back. This is the truth of last night. This is the truth you cannot keep ignoring. I am tearing the veil from your eyes. You must stop saying, "It can't be them." You must stop saying, "But I love them." Love does not blind me, love sharpens me. And because I love you, I will not let you remain fooled. Child, you cannot heal what you refuse to see. You cannot escape what you refuse to acknowledge. You cannot be free while clinging to chains. This is why I shout so strongly now, this is your last chance. See who they truly are. Let go. Step away. Break ties before the ties break you. Do not fear being alone. Do not fear the emptiness that comes after walking away. That emptiness will be filled with my presence, my protection, my promises. The loneliness will not last, but destruction will last if you refuse to obey. Do not cry for what I am removing, cry for what would have destroyed you if I had not revealed it. My child, sometimes deliverance looks like separation. Sometimes protection looks like loss. Sometimes love looks like goodbye. Trust me. I am not taking from you, I am saving you. Michael's tears are falling even now, because he knows what could have happened if heaven had not intervened. You could have been destroyed in silence. You could have walked straight into betrayal with a smile on your face. You could have been buried under lies that felt like truth. Michael fought so you would wake up today, but he cannot fight your refusal to listen. That is why he cries. That is why he whispers your name with urgency. That is why heaven trembles until you decide. Last night you were spared. But today you are warned. And tomorrow may not hold the same grace if you do not act. This is why I call this your last chance. The window is open now, but it will not remain open forever. Truth is a door that demands your choice. Either you walk through it into freedom, or you stay behind in darkness. Child, which will it be? I will not hide this truth from you anymore. Their heart was exposed, their mask slipped, their loyalty broke. You must accept it. Stop looking at the good moments of the past and pretending it means they are good now. Stop holding on to the memory of who they were while ignoring who they have become. I am God, I see the now. And the now is betrayal. The now is deception. The now is poison. You must let it go. Do not say, but Lord, what if I lose them forever? If you lose betrayal, you gain freedom. If you lose poison, you gain healing. If you lose deceit, you gain truth. If you lose false love, you gain real love. You do not lose when you let go of what I never chose for you. You only gain. But you cannot receive what I have prepared while your hands cling to what is killing you. Child, I love you too much to remain silent. That is why my words come with fire. That is why Michael weeps so loudly. That is why heaven is restless until you awaken. Last night was the line drawn in the spirit, the unveiling of the truth. Today is the choice. Tomorrow may be too late. God says, I am still pleading. Do not skip this. Do not delay this. Do not silence this. This is your last chance, God says. Child, I cannot stop until the weight of this sinks into your heart. My spirit burns in these words because you are walking too close to the edge, and the cliff is hidden by shadows. You cannot see it, but one more blind step could cost you everything. That is why heaven is shaking you awake. That is why Michael cries out with such grief, because he knows what almost happened last night. You slept while the enemy schemed, but heaven did not sleep. Michael stood at your door, sword drawn, because a plot was written against you. It was not small, it was not harmless, it was meant to silence your destiny completely. Listen, child. The hidden truth of last night is this: the enemy tried to steal your name from the book of destiny. They wanted to exchange it for shame, for sorrow, for destruction. They wanted to plant confusion in your spirit so that you would give up on yourself. And the one you trusted most gave them access. The betrayer opened a door with words, with thoughts, with envy, and the enemy rushed to take advantage. But Michael blocked the doorway. Michael roared, "Not this one. And I, the Lord, sealed the gate with fire. This is why you are alive this morning. This is why your spirit is still breathing hope even when you feel heaviness. Because heaven did not let the contract stand. But hear me, though I saved you last night, I cannot keep saving you if you keep choosing blindness. This is why I call this your last chance. A parent can shield their child only so long before the child must learn to walk with their eyes open. You must see, or the same trap will circle back again. Do not think the enemy gives up easily. They will come again, they will whisper again, they will use the same person again, unless you step away. Unless you open your eyes. Unless you cut ties that are poisoning your future. Child, you still think too kindly of them. You say, but maybe they will change. You say, but they still care sometimes. You look at their smile and forget the knife. You remember their laughter and forget the curse. You replay the sweet words and ignore the hidden bitterness. That is blindness. That is the veil I am tearing away from you. I am showing you the truth no matter how painful it feels. Because you cannot heal while holding poison, and you cannot rise while chained to betrayal. Let me tell you what Michael saw last night. He saw their thoughts betray you. He saw their envy boil. He saw them wish you would stumble so they could feel taller. He saw them despise your light because it made their darkness obvious. He saw the dagger in their hand, not of steel but of words, of whispers, of intentions. And he wept because you still see them as a friend, as family, as someone worthy of trust. He knows the truth, but you still cradle the lie. That is why heaven is restless. That is why this message is blazing toward you. Because it is dangerous for you to stay blind another day. Child, I am not trying to make you hate. I am not trying to fill your heart with bitterness. I am trying to save you from destruction. Do not twist my words into anger. This is not revenge. This is protection. I am not calling you to strike back. I am calling you to step back. Do not feed betrayal with your loyalty. Do not feed poison with your kindness. Step back. Let go. Move away. Your silence will be your shield. Your distance will be your freedom. Your obedience will be your protection. The truth is, you already felt it. You already sensed the shift in your spirit. You already noticed the change in their tone, the coldness in their eyes, the hidden edge in their words. But you silenced yourself. You told yourself you were imagining things. You told yourself not to doubt them. You told yourself you were being unfair. But I, the Lord, tell you, you were not imagining it. It was real. It was the warning of my spirit within you. You felt the unease because your soul recognized what your heart refused to admit. Last night confirmed it. Last night revealed it. Now you cannot deny it any longer. Child, you were spared once. But this is your final warning. If you go back into their arms, if you keep trusting their mask, the protection you felt last night will not cover you again. My mercy is endless, but my warnings are not to be ignored. This is why I am saying it again and again: last chance. Last chance. Last chance. Heaven does not repeat itself without reason. Michael is still calling your name. His tears fall not because you are weak, but because you are chosen. The enemy wants you more than most. That is why betrayal has always been close to you. That is why false love has always tried to tie itself to your life. Because your light threatens darkness. Because your destiny shakes kingdoms. Because your very name in heaven carries weight. And Michael knows if you finally open your eyes, if you finally walk away from falsehood, you will rise to a place where no betrayal can reach you. That is why he fights for you. That is why he cries for you. That is why he calls you now. Child, will you listen? Will you obey? Will you finally let go of the one who has already let go of you in their heart? Or will you keep pretending until their mask devours you? The decision is yours, but I will say it plainly: this is your last chance. God says, "My love is your shield, but my truth is your sword. Take it, or remain unarmed." But know this: what was hidden last night has been revealed today. I keep speaking because I know how stubborn the heart can be when it clings to what it wants instead of what it needs. I see how you wrestle with this truth. You do not want to believe it. You do not want to accept that the one you trusted, the one you let close, could be the very one who turned against you last night. But my spirit does not lie. My eyes see what yours cannot. My ears hear what yours miss. My heart knows what is hidden in theirs. And I will not allow you to stay in denial, because denial will lead you into destruction. Hear me again. Last night was not ordinary. In the silence of midnight, when you thought the world was at rest, a storm rose in the unseen. Betrayal was spoken aloud in the spirit. Lies were said against your name. Their mouth, the one you defended, became a channel for envy and curse. They whispered things they would never say to your face, but those words traveled into the atmosphere. They thought they were alone, but heaven listened. They thought no one heard, but I heard. I always hear. And I recorded it. Michael stood by, his sword flaming, his tears dripping, because he could not believe how far their heart had drifted. He wept because you did not know, you did not see, you still held them as dear. Child, this is the wound of betrayal. It never comes from enemies outside, it comes from those who sit closest to you. The hug that feels warm is the same arm that hides a dagger. The smile you cherish is the same mouth that speaks against you in the dark. And the hardest part is this: you would have never believed it unless I told you. That is why this word is so urgent. That is why I call it your last chance. Because the trap is still there, waiting for you to step back into it. Michael cries because he knows the enemy is relentless. They will use this person again. They will disguise the same poison with new sweetness. They will try again to draw you in. But Michael also knows your destiny is too great to be wasted on blindness. He chants your name over and over in heaven's courts. He says, "Lord, open their eyes. Lord, don't let them miss it again. Lord, show them who they really are." And I, the Lord, answer him with this word. This is why it is before you now. Do not ignore the unease that stirs in you when you think about them. That is not paranoia, that is my spirit warning you. Do not dismiss the patterns you've seen, the sudden shifts, the unexplained distance, the subtle undermining of your confidence. These are not coincidences. These are the cracks showing through their mask. Child, I am lifting the veil. I am tearing it apart. Do not close your eyes again. The truth is painful, I know. You gave them your heart. You gave them your trust. You defended them against others. You believed in them when no one else did. And now you find that all of it was feeding someone who despised you in secret. But I tell you this, better to face the pain of truth now than the destruction of lies later. Better to cry today and heal tomorrow than to stay blind today and be broken beyond repair tomorrow. This is why I beg you, open your heart to this truth. Accept it. Let it cut you now so it can save you later. Child, you have a destiny too big to be lost to betrayal. You have a future too bright to be swallowed by false love. You have a calling too heavy to be crushed by deceit. That is why I fight for you. That is why Michael cries for you. That is why heaven shouts for you. Do not waste this chance. Do not cling to what I am tearing away. Do not hold on to what I am removing. Trust me. If you let go, I will give you better. If you release what is false, I will send what is true. If you walk away from the betrayer, I will bring you a circle that is loyal, a love that is real, a friendship that will not fail. But if you refuse, if you close your ears, if you harden your heart, then the next time will not end the same way. Michael cannot shield you forever if you insist on staying with the enemy. My mercy is great, but my warnings must be heeded. Do not gamble with your destiny. Do not test my patience. This is your last chance. Michael is still at your side, his wings spread wide, his voice hoarse from crying your name all night. He is fighting not just battles outside of you, but the blindness within you. He is begging you to see what he saw. He is begging you to feel what heaven felt last night. His tears are the proof of how much heaven values you. Child, do not waste those tears. Do not make them fall in vain. God says, I am speaking with finality now. The truth has been revealed. The veil has been torn. You cannot unknow what I have shown you. You cannot unhear what I have spoken. You cannot unsee what Michael saw. The choice is yours now. Stay blind, or see. Cling, or let go. Lose yourself, or save yourself. But I beg you as your father, choose life. Choose truth. Choose freedom.